how we hired an outstanding junior developer. So I work with Rob Smallshear of Train fame from yesterday at 60 North, and we found ourselves in a position of needing to hire a junior developer. And we didn't entirely know how to go about this, but we had a sense that we could find somebody from a different background, not somebody maybe coming out of a CS program or something like that, and we wanted to try to make that work. So we had some text we used, and you can see highlighted here, discovered an interest in programming through a less traditional path. Somebody who, found programming through whatever they were doing before in life, perhaps. We wanted to open that possibility up. And we wanted to assess their ability to learn, or judge them to a degree on their ability to learn, and not so much on what they already knew. We recognize that a lot of people can learn programming but haven't learned it already, so we wanted to leverage that to some degree as well. And we were really looking for somebody who had the perseverance, inquisitiveness, and open-mindedness to engage with every facet of software development. We're a small company doing consulting, and we needed somebody who was not just going to find a corner of a problem to solve, but could help us kind of everywhere. It was a necessity. And so this was part of what we were looking for. We posted this ad in a couple of places in Norway, and we got initially these statistics here. 77 applications. One of the requirements was that they had the legal right to work in Norway, and so these all met that criteria. So some statistics, so 75% men, or I learned this morning, approximately men, 25% approximately women, 1% doctorates, a lot of masters and bachelors, and a lot of CS IT background. You can see here, and some other varied mixes over there. We went through these independently, and we each had veto right. Rob and I had veto right over who was allowed, who we could just throw out and we could reject. And we were able to narrow this down through that process to about 20 applications. And these are how the stats changed. Red means it went down, green means it went up. So we now have approximately 50% approximate men and 50% approximate women. The number of bachelors went up. We lost the doctorate, and the number of masters went down. And over here you can see the number of CS people went down. There were a lot that we didn't feel had, I don't know, you get a feel from a CV, and we rejected a lot of those. But I liked that a lot of the other stats went up relative to what we kept. People in natural sciences, humanities, and other areas. Right, so make of that what you will. We then took those 20, and we each, again, individually, with a secret partition between us, ranked those, ran those through the Schultze sorting method, which would give us an ordering of our combined preferences effectively. And we ended up, and we selected the top 6 candidates. We selected 6 because that's how many we felt we could interview more in depth. 6 applications here. The stats on approximate gender stayed the same. We dropped in masters and bachelors. This is out of 6. These aren't percentages anymore. We had 1 with other qualifications, and these are the areas that they had experience in, a degree or work experience. Anything from computer science to aerospace engineering, physics, cosmology. I almost accidentally put physics cosmetology there. That would have been great, but I noticed that in time, so maybe I'll fix that slide later. And in the end, we ended up hiring, push the wrong button. Sorry, we ended up hiring somebody from telecommunications. She had a telecommunications background. These are the years of experience these 6 candidates had in software and other, and you can see there's everything from 1 year total experience up to 10 years. You can probably guess, I think you can guess, where in this distribution on the far side here, that would be the far right for you. We chose, and that was the higher ends of experience. Very close. 9 years, 7 years as an editor, a translator, and 2 years as a software developer. And how did it turn out? You can guess from the title, it turned out really well. We've been very, very happy with Katja, who was supposed to speak here tonight, but because of global wars, can't. What we got was a junior developer with a lot of, but a senior person. Somebody with a lot of life experience, who knows how to learn, how they learn, how to give and take feedback, how to give and take criticism, and how to be a good person to work with. And so, hopefully this gives you some idea of how you also might find somebody like this. It's a relatively non-traditional way of hiring in our experience, but it worked wonderfully. And I have a few seconds left, so I think I'll just leave it there. I hope this gives you some idea of how you might also find an outstanding, excellent junior developer. Thank you very much.